Hello, beloved. This is your sister Evangelist Marie, and this is our 77th day into our Bible reading in 365 days. May the Lord be blessed. May the Lord be lifted up. I am so grateful that I'm in this journey with you. I know it's not easy, but we have to continue to press on. So, as per our schedule, we have to read Act of Apostle chapter 21, verse 1 to 11, and then to read Deuteronomy chapter 11 to 12. So, and then Act of Apostles is chapter 1 to 16. So, chapter 21, verse 1 to 16. I don't know what is going on today. So, let us dive into it. Let us start with Deuteronomy 11 to 12. So, 11 to 12 is about the obedience, the love and obedience to the law with the reward that came with it. So this is what, again, is still Moses that is giving all the counseling and tell them how to relate with God and the reward that is there when you obey the law. In verse 6, he say, verse 6, let us start with verse 5. What he did, so he's like, remember this, remember that. And he went to say, remember what the Lord did for you in the wilderness until you came to this land. And again, he said, and what he did to Dedan and Abiram, the son of Eliab, the son of Reuben, how the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up, their household, their tent, and all the substance that was in their possession in the midst of all Israel. So again, to let them know not to joke with the law, not to joke with what he's given them, to follow up, because God is not to be treated anyhow. And verse 14, then I will give you, and then he went ahead and tell them what to do and tell them now the reward that is attached to when you obey the Lord. Now he say, and then I will give you the rain for your land, and in each season, the early rain and the latter rain, that you may gather in your grain, your new wine and your oil. Verse 17, lest the Lord's anger be arose against you, and he shut up the heavens, so that there be no rain, and the land yield no product, and you perish quickly from the good land which the Lord has given you. So he said, this is the benefit, or this is the reward that you will have if you follow the direction of God, you live according to his principle. This is what you will have. On the other hand, this is what you have if you don't follow what the law is saying. And remember, this is what he said. If you serve the God, or you behave like those that the Lord chased front of you to give you the land, this is what will happen. He said, lest the God's anger be arose against you, and he shut up the heavens, so that there be no rain, and the land yield no products, and you perish quickly from the good land which the Lord is giving you. And then verse 24, every place on which the sole of your foot tread shall be yours, from the wilderness and Lebanon, from the river Ephrata, and the western sea shall be your territory. No man shall be able to stand against you. The Lord your God will put the dread of you and the fear of you upon all the land where you tread, just as he has said to you. Behold, I set before you today a blessing and a curse. The blessing, if you obey the commandment of the Lord your God, which I command you today. And the curse, if you do not obey the commandment of the Lord your God, but turn aside from the way which I command you today, to go after other gods which you have not known. It's clear, simple. So, chapter 12, verse 4, Deuteronomy 12, you shall not worship the Lord your God with such things. So with the idol, with the image, with this and that, you shall not do that. This is the order from the Lord. But you must eat them. So when you give your offering and all that, you need to honor the Lord even with that offering. And verse 31, you shall not worship the Lord your God in that way, for every abomination to the Lord which he hates, they have done to their gods. For they burn even their sons and daughters in the fire to their gods. Hi. People, let's go to Acts of Apostles, chapter 21. 21. So verse 8, that's what I received from. He said, the next day we who were Paul's companions depart and came to Caesarea and entered the house of Philip, the evangelist, who was one of the seven, and stay with him. Do you guys remember Philip, who was one of the seven that they call and pray? And the same Philip, he was transported by the Holy Spirit after he speak with the Enoch and all that. That's the Philip. So I was there just to came. And so this is what the Lord have given us for today. May the Lord bless you. I challenge you as usual to seek intimacy with God through his word. Why? Because God is his word and God is the word. Know God by yourself through his word, because there is no other place to know God than his word. It's not through the preaching, it's not through campaign, it's not through, I'm not saying all those things are bad, but you have to know God by yourself through his word. You listening to a preaching, you need to come back to the word, to test the word, to look inside the word, so that your discussion and you will not fall into vain argument, because God is his word. Beloved, may the Lord bless you. May the Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. So, as per our schedule, tomorrow be the 19th, we will read Deuteronomy chapter 13, 14, and 15. 3 chapters. And 9 to finish Act of Apostles chapter 21, verse 17 to 36. Shalom. May the Lord bless you.